Sharon, how's it going, man? Huge fan of your work. I'm so pissed that we were gonna have a conversation during, my eviction when I was on stage, and people kept interrupting us. How rude. I'm pissed. I hate it. I don't love it. Um, Truthfully, I what I was trying to say is like not even from like a your interview with Will is so good. What I was trying to say before I was so rudely interrupted was that I thought the way that you handled yourself in that interview with such a large personality, someone who is so charismatic and like, you know, it's like herding a cat with I'm gonna call him Will. I hate the whole Dr. Will thing. Like, okay, dude, we get it. You went to school, nerd. But it's like I appreciated with the way you conducted yourself. I feel like you showed how good you are at your job. And that was my takeaway from the interview. Not anything that he said and like his views on the game. It was, wow, what an exceptional interviewer and someone who I respect genuinely. I'm getting emotional. I was so confused on why I recognized you. Like when I went out there, I was like scanning the crowd. Why does this random lady look familiar? Oh my God, it's Sharon Tharp. Like, you're so cool. Huge fan of your work. And I hope that you have a great day, dude. Oh my gosh, you're so cool.
You had quite a cold exit from the house, and we saw you turn down Rubina's bracelet offer while walking out the door. Were you truly shocked in that moment? How did you think the votes were going to play out?
I didn't realize that my exit was so cold. Truthfully, I'm not a big physical touch guy. The hugs after like the veto and people's eviction, that is my worst nightmare. And I was like putting on a brave face throughout the whole season. Like I did get more comfortable, especially as I like grew to like the people in the house. I even started like being more okay with the physical touch side of things. And so afterwards it was like, okay, we gave her hugs. I don't have anything clever to say right now, so I'm just gonna leave. Um, the only person I would have been interested like sharing a genuine moment with was Leah, and I would have liked to like held her hand to the door, but I asked her beforehand, and she was like, "Are you trying to ruin my game?" And it's like, "No, I'm not." And so I think that if I had even like looked longingly into Leah's eyes, people would have like utilized that as a reason to like send her home next week, where they're like, "Well, we already know Quinn's a guaranteed vote for Leah if she makes it to finale night, so we have to get her whatever." And so I think part of my quick exit there was built on like the only person I want to share a moment with, it'll be weaponized against them and they'll get sent packing. And that's my worst nightmare, is for her to not succeed. And so yeah, that's why I left so quick. I didn't have anything clever to say, unfortunately. I was shocked by the vote. 4-2 is lame, and I told them that they were lame. It was, I had come to terms with what was inevitable week 3, and that was that at any point, I am probably going to go home. I was leveraging that for strategic, whatever, woe is me, feel sorry for me type of deal. But, and I am an optimistic person, but hearing me get evicted, it was like, well, duh. Why wouldn't you send Quinn home? That guy rocks and is going to be like a physical threat at the end. Um, Me turning down Rubina's friendship bracelet was just like me in the moment, like hop off, dude. She already was like, right after I got put on the block, she was saying, like 20 minutes after I was on the block, she's like talking to me in the like hallway between the Power Ranger room and the living room. And she's like, "I'm sorry this didn't work out." And it's like, she's already like, my body's still warm, Rubina. Like, you can pretend like there's a chance that you're not going to vote to evict me. And so, it felt like she was already laying the groundwork to like get my jury vote. And so as she's like gifting me a friendship bracelet, I'm like, dude, I get it. You're playing the game. I just don't want to. But when I heard her disappointment when I said no, my real feelings towards Rubina washed over me. And like, she is one of my favorite people in the house. She is my older sister. She is someone who like I wish we could have worked together in the game. That would have been swag. Her boyfriend wanted me to die since like day dot. So what am I supposed to do there? And so yeah, that's why I then took it. And then I read it after. and it says jury duty on it. Let me show you what it says. It says like jury duty on it, which is her dunking on me and like break dancing on my grave. So it's like, I shouldn't have even felt bad that she didn't want to give me this, like, you know, bracelet that's like dunking on me for getting sent to jury. Like, she's so iconic, by the way. Legend. Give a bracelet that says jury duty to the first person you just voted out. Awesome. But yeah, that's why quick exit. Didn't want to accept the friendship bracelet because, I'm not of the mindset like in athletics and sports. I'm like, we don't have to be friends. It just so happens that I am friends with everyone in the house, but like, you don't have to be friends with people in such a high stakes situation. Emotions are constantly like building and always on the precipice of exploding. And it's like, you don't have to be everyone's friend at every moment. And I held that in my heart when I initially said no. But I think the like real Quinn, you take off the mask. I am a big softie, and I couldn't stand the idea of like her being disappointed that I didn't take her friendship bracelet.
How do you think your game would have been different had you kept your power a secret or didn't out the Pentagon?
I think that by keeping the power a secret and outing the Pentagon, like maybe I'm buying myself like an extra week and a half. I think that by sharing the power, the logic was there. I think that I should have just, once I realized that Angela wasn't someone I could trust, I think that I should have just been telling people more recreationally, like people in the collective. I should have like come out with the power, and even told the truth to Tucker in hopes that he would appreciate my honesty. I do think that he still would have gone after me, so it doesn't really change anything on that side of things. Outing the Pentagon, it's such an interesting thing because it's like, what's the alternative? I wake up and it's like week 9, we've sent everyone home, and now I have to like fight for my life with Chemo, T-Core, and Joseph. 3 people who like, they can win mental comps, but in physical comps, I have like the weight of the world on my shoulders. And so it's like, what's the game plan? I'm gonna battle it out and hope that like me and the other like nerd patrol can take out these like super athletic titans of the game, and they're all so cool and charismatic that it's like Joseph, if I didn't out the Pentagon, he was fully convinced that he was like so close to Cedric and Chelsea. Like even as I had a final 2 with Cedric, Joseph is looking at me being like, yeah, we were closer. And I'm like, I don't think so, dude. So it's like, and then T-Core and Chelsea had that relationship. Like it just felt like such an uphill battle in conjunction with it just being such a boring approach to the game. Maybe it's buying me a couple weeks of longevity, but at the same time, if anyone in that alliance was going to get sniped, it would be me by the other side of the house. And so it really felt like I had 1,000 plates and you're like spinning them and doing all this stuff. And, you play at the expense of others, even yourself. And I was pretty poo cheese. So that's why I'm here right now.
Would you have stayed true to your offer to Chelsea had they kept you over Chemo?
Heck no, absolutely not. Because here's the thing, the deal that I made with her, America, keep up, was that, hey, if you have to break the tie, you control my renom. The renom would have been Leah, obviously, clear as day, and I'm not about to do that. Absolutely not. So while I was, pretending and being like, I'm playing for you, I want to uplift players I'd like to lose to. Absolutely not. I would have probably taken her out. I would have probably targeted her at 6 or 7, depending on if I won this next HOH by, hopefully one of us in the like unnamed 5 wins. We take out like T-Core in that situation to weaken Chelsea. And then it's, or maybe we take out Rubina and then it's T-Core and Chelsea that I would put on the block. I think that would have been smart. Absolutely no. My word meant nothing in that game at all. And I would have totally flipped on her because Chelsea had so much win equity that like, I'm not going to lose to someone. That sounds lame. So I might as well take them out. Yeah, those are my thoughts on that.
There was obvious flirting between you and Leah. Is there a possibility for something to happen there outside of the house?
I hope so. That'd be cool. I also recognize that um, there's probably a lot of people in her DMs right now. Because who wouldn't be interested in Leah? So hopefully she's interested in me. I don't have an apartment anywhere. I'm like living with my parents now that my lease is up. So like I can go anywhere in the world. And so I have no idea. I think Miami's really humid, so like my curls would probably look a mess. I don't know. I think at the bare minimum, and this is like my approach in life, is that like if you are interested in someone romantically, you should want to be their friend platonically. So even if there isn't something romantic on the other end of the tunnel, I would be just as happy to look at Leah and say that she's like my friend. I think that that's like important with my like approach to interpersonal relationships and something that I prioritize in my day-to-day life. The number of friends that I have in life that I had to crush on is absurdly high. That's who I am. It's what defines me. And so yeah, it's like really hot. Getting embarrassed, but like I hope so. That would be pretty cool. I hope she wins, so I don't see her for a long time. And then, my type is people who win Big Brother. So, it is what it is. It spiz what it spiz, as Leah would say. Yeah, huge fan of her work. She's a cool guy, man.
And
Oh my
how
God.
how
Go
did
ahead.
it feel to play Big Brother as a super fan? What would you have done differently, and would you ever do it again?
Playing Big Brother was such a dream come true. Like honestly, when I was a kid, I had such a like casual approach to like me just sitting back, juice box in hand, being like, yeah, I'll probably play that game someday. And then as I grew older and I matured and like grew to understand the game more and like, something beyond like funny competitions and like all the camp of it all, like, oh my gosh, there's this deep, intricate social strategy game being played right now and unfolding. Like, how exciting. Um, and so as I got older and it became like something that I wanted to set my sights on, playing the game felt like such an honor. It's something I was so excited to do. This community is something that I really love and is plays like a factor and a big part of my life. And so as lame as that is to be like reality TV is my life. I love it, honestly, all right, okay. Just a huge like advocate for the community, and I'm thankful to be a part of it in a way that I hope garners respect. I know that people are probably annoyed at like how much of a shifty snake I was, and it is what it is. But like, I hope, I hope that I'm someone that like kids when they watch the show. I'm gonna get emotional. Oh my gosh, but like there was never anyone who looked like me. Like maybe Tyler, but Tyler was ridiculously hot and had abs. That's not me. But I would like even Frank. I was like, he has long curly hair, and as a kid, I was like, that is the my version. That's the version of me in the game. And so I hope that there are some odd ducks who watch me play, and then they get to play the game too. Would I change anything? Absolutely not. Sorry. No, dude. I'm so happy that I was such a like menace. I wish that like if I could change anything, maybe speaking up more for Lisa. I don't think that like it ever got too crazy, but man, I wish that maybe I would have spoken up more. It was mostly like sourced in roommate things, so I feel like that was like a valid thing to absorb and then speak frustrations on. But like, I don't like that people were so willing to see her go. Like, it's like such a mixed bag of like I wish I handled that better and maybe was a better friend to her. Is maybe the feeling that I would change. Other than that, no, I did what I did. Ball never lies, and I got sent home because of it. And so I just have to accept that that's my truth.